The National Democratic Congress, NDC, will later today launch the braille version of its manifesto in Accra. President John Dramani Mahama, about a month ago, so that's around September 17, officially launched the NDC's Election 2016 manifesto document in Sunyani in the Bono-Ahafo region without a braille version for the visually impaired. According to a statement issued by the spokesperson for the party's election 2016 that's a presidential campaign, Madam Joyce Bawa Mokhtari said the braille version will make the NDC manifesto accessible to the visually impaired and reflect the commitment of the NDC and President Mahama to expand interventions and introduce additional social protection initiatives to benefit the vulnerable. So later today, when that manifesto in braille version is launched, TV3 will bring you coverage of that in our subsequent bulletins. But we're coming in studio to see actually really how does this change, and compared to information we are already getting that persons with different forms of disability have raised concerns about the political parties not paying particular attention to them. For this one, the NDC has given indications it is going to launch it. So I want to find out from the persons who are the target for this launch, and to find out from them what it really means to them. I've been joined in studio by Alexander Bankole Williams. He is the Communications Director for the Ghana Federation of Disabled Organizations. Good afternoon, sir. Thank you for joining us.
Good afternoon, and good afternoon to your viewers as well. Good.
To start with, how much do you take this the NDC's decision to launch its manifesto in braille form? I'm not sure this will be the very first time, would it?
Okay, good afternoon once more. And I'm actually a member of the communication team of the Federation. Okay. Yes, so, well, it's not going to be the first time. From 2008, we had the then CPP, yes, led by Papa Kosindum, do a launch of their manifesto in braille. Now we are looking at the general idea of having information in manifesto documents accessible to persons with disability. And we asked the question, does a launch of your manifesto in braille make it accessible to all manner of persons with disability? And from the standpoint of the Federation, we say that no, a launch of your manifesto in braille only satisfies those with total visual impairment.
Okay.
There are a wide range of others. Even when you look at persons belonging to the visual impaired category, we also have persons who have low vision.
Okay.
And these category of persons are not necessarily supposed to be braille readers, but large print readers. So you look at producing copies of your manifesto in large print with a minimum font size of 18.
Okay.
Beyond that, the Federation also has a section of its membership being persons with intellectual disability. Persons of this nature do not have a problem with seeing the document, but they have a problem with comprehending the document. So by way of accessible versions, we ask for what we call easy to read versions, which are simplified versions of the manifesto.
So
yes,
these ones, so since 2008, we have only had the braille version with the understanding that everybody who has a visual problem should be able to read the braille.
Yeah, that's been a misconception. Okay. And it's partly been due to the fact that parties who have sought to take these initiatives have not appropriately consulted the Federation of Disability Organizations. What they oftentimes do is rely on their individual membership that have disability, but might not have the relevant expertise when you are looking at the broad spectrum of accessibility.
So, which means that the NDC has taken a major step in deciding to launch the braille version of the manifesto, but it is just a little part of a bigger issue.
Precisely the point. I mean, the NDC has taken some significant steps. When you look at the launch of the manifesto you referred to on the 17th of September, they, for instance, had a sign language interpreter who was signing, you know, during the manifesto launch. Then that is good communication for persons with hearing impairment. But we are saying that if the NDC does consult appropriately, the Federation of Persons with Disability will be able to inform them to take a better step.
Okay.
In meeting our needs.
And going forward, what then would your association or your federation do in terms of getting the information across to the various political parties? Because I know we are still in a process of getting things right, and this is a major step, like you mentioned, by the NDC. What would you also then do in getting information across to let them know that we don't have just anybody who can read Braille, but we have various degrees that also need similar attention?
Yes, the Federation is ready at any given time to dialogue with all political parties, all, you know, key actors in nation building, once we are consulted on how best we can be included.
Okay.
So for now, the Federation is ready to put its expertise at the disposal of the NDC as well as any other political party who wants to know the best thing to do. Okay. And we are quite interested in what the political parties want to do for us, because we feel that they are showing intent for good things to be done, but they are not able to do the most appropriate thing because they are not appropriately consulting. Right. So if I might quickly give you an example.
Well, just for lack of time, we would have to leave it there. And we are grateful to you for joining us. And I mean, putting clarity, quite a number of people did not know there are these variations. But thank you for joining us and giving us this understanding. We would actually put that to the NDC also to find out whether they have, you know, properly consulted, like you're saying, and whether it's just a Braille they are launching or they are very different Braille versions of their manifesto. And this is still TV3's Midday Live. A big thank you to Alexander Bankole Williams. He is a member of the communication team of the Ghana Federation of the Disabled Organizations here in Ghana.